Welcome to Crossroads Callings. I am your host, Chimere Brown, and this is a podcast dedicated to navigating life's pivots and discovering a pathway to true purpose and calling. My guest today is a master of execution and transformational leadership. Jennifer Alexander is an IT program delivery lead at BP, newly hired at BP. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. But she has over a decade of experience leading global teams and turning strategic initiative into reality. Welcome to the show, Jennifer.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited to have you. Jennifer is a well-decorated professional, but today we're going to talk about Jennifer, the mother, the person, and the cancer survivor.
Thank you. Yes, let's move around.
Yes, all facets of you, because I know we're so much more than what we do.
Yes.
And
our experiences.
And our experiences. It's a human, the humanity we want to talk about today. I shared with Jennifer before we sat down in the studio that she posted on Facebook about her cancer journey, and this was a while ago that I saw that post. But I was so inspired that she came. I believe God put you on my heart, so that I can give her a platform to share that story in her own words. And as I shared with her, like if she had told me no, then I would know that she wasn't ready. But then she told me yes. I was like, okay, she's ready to talk.
It takes a while to get there, when you get that diagnosis and then you go through recovery, and then any survivor will tell you once you get that day, oh, you're recovered. Like that's not the end day. Mm-hmm. Like your life shifts and it changed forever. So it's always trying to, I won't even say get back to that, but get to a norm. Like of your new life. So
we're gonna talk about Jennifer's new normal. I'm just honored that she has chosen Crossroads Callings to share her story. So it sounds like she's ready to get started, and I hope you guys are too, because Crossroads Callings, it starts now. Okay, Jennifer, we're going to first kick off the conversation talking about Jennifer the professional, because the first crossroad that you gave me had to do with a career shift and some transition. So when you think about Jennifer the professional, and even though I gave a bit of a bio, but in your own words, describe who that person is.
The IT professional. I've been in project management, I want to say, for several years, right? I didn't start off there. I started in the finance sector, right? So I was doing that work for a couple of years, and actually, I didn't identify that in myself that I needed a shift. A manager came to me. They said, "Jennifer, we're always giving you awards. You're doing a great job, but you look bored."
How did you feel? Work for? Because sometimes people see and make assumptions, but was that your truth at the time?
It was, because I'm like, oh, this is the same process. I'm doing the same thing over and over again. Oh, checking off the same boxes, right? Yeah. And then I was leading a team at the time, and I was just like, oh, okay, this is not where I want to be. But I also hadn't identified if there was something else that I wanted to do. I was just in it. Right?
Yeah.
So once that was shared with me, I had to think like, well, what else do I want to do? Like, is there something else out there, something more that aligns with my purpose? So yeah, that level, or should we say that area, ended. I actually quit my job.
So. How did they take it when you quit?
My manager was not surprised.
Because they were the ones that said that you were bored in the first place.
Yes.
Did you have a job lined up when you quit?
No.
What did you do? What was your plan that you had in mind?
I mean, honestly, I didn't have a plan at the time, and I don't advise anybody else to do that.
I never. So,
but mind you, this was several years ago.
No, that's okay, because I admire people that can quit and not have a plan. because I am so thought out, and I always want things to kind of be lined up. So I've never been brave enough to be like, you know what, I don't really like this anymore. I'm gonna leave.
I actually have a very good friend, and maybe because we were younger, I watched him, like, he would start a job and he would say, oh yeah, I'm done with this after a couple of months. I'm like, well, what are you going to do next? I don't know, I'll figure something out. And he always got a new job just like that.
He had to bounce back.
He did. And he has the gift of gab. It's just, he's very authentic. So it was easy for him. And then you have to be very charismatic too. Like, once you talk your way into the door and then do a great job.
On top of that.
Because some people don't have both. So the ability to be authentic and charismatic and actually execute. Like, right? I always tell people, your word is everything.
Absolutely. No, absolutely.
So going back to, I
quit your job.
I quit my job, but mind you, I didn't do, like I said, I don't advise anybody to do that. I didn't have anything lined up. So after about a month, I was like, oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I have bills. I was living on my own. So, I talked to a friend. I started at their company. And mind you, that was also in finance. But within the first couple of months, I'm back into the, okay.
What was it about the okay? Because one thing about project management, project management and finance is the same. The process is the same. The methodology it does not change. The players may change, but the methods of project management there's no new methodology. It's agile as waterfall. You can do a hybrid of the two. It is what it is. So it's very easy to get bored. But what was it that, were you not being challenged? Did it not tap into everything you thought you would do and be? Like, I'm trying to figure out where did this exhaustion with it come from?
I think I wasn't being challenged. I think it just reminded me of where I just left.
Yeah.
But mind you, at that job, I actually found what I was good at and what I wanted to do. So one of my peers that worked in a different area, we were talking one day. It had to have been like on a lunch break or something. And I asked her, I was like, well, what do you do? And she told me, within the bank what she did. I said, oh, that sounds interesting. I said, would you mind, like, if I, like, shadowed you or,
what did she
helped
do?
you? She was she was a manager of project management.
Okay.
So, like, she had, she had a director over her, but the two of them side by side, like, they ran that area.
Okay.
So, I was like, would you mind if I shadowed you? And she said, sure, why not? So, a couple of weeks passed. She talked to her manager. She was like, hey, I have somebody. She was like, I don't know if I'm going to have her shadow me. I'm going to give her something to do, and let's see if she does it and how well she does. And I did that.
What was the something?
So it was creating some type of directory, it was a data processing directory. And then that shifted into managing a project for actually rolling that out to the resources.
Was it something you've never done before?
It was something I've never done before.
Which is probably what piqued your interest to begin with then.
Yes, because I had to look it up. I was like, oh, what is this?
Now you have to Google it.
Because it was, when you get into to some jobs, right?
Yeah.
You may not know everything. But here's the thing. How many people are willing to learn what it is? That determination of, I need to go after what I want. Right?
Yes.
So, and that's me. Like, I would say my drive, my ambition, and to be challenged. Right? So, again, that's something I didn't know. Right. I had to learn it. I completed it. And she said, you did pretty well. And so she gave me something else. And I did that. And she said, okay. She went to her manager. And her manager said, oh, we don't have any openings right now. I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll just continue doing what I'm doing.
Right.
And then a month later, she said, hey, I got an opening. I'm bringing you over.
Still in finance, still?
It was still in finance, but it was project management and finance. years.
Okay.
So, but I did a couple of things there. So, still being new in the project management area, I also did a little bit of training. So I rolled out training to some of the resources to a new system that we had. Actually, I want to say it might have been, I think we were implementing Salesforce at the time.
Okay.
So, yeah, we did that, and
the rest is history.
The rest is history. So I was there for a couple of months after that, transitioned to their downtown office, and then got laid off.
Tell me about that. Is that what led to your first crossroad that you mentioned?
Yes.
So you got laid off. How long were you laid off for?
It was about 3 months.
Okay, so it was a short time.
It was a short time.
Okay.
And then I accepted some contracting work.
Okay.
But the contracting work was in project management.
Okay.
So
you're still like growing that skill. Then.
Exactly. So shifted. So that's where the shift came into healthcare. So it's healthcare insurance.
Okay.
So now, getting that new role in contract work, it just piqued my interest. Like, what else can I do? And like you said, I wanted to be a mastery of it. So I started studying for my PMP. I did some boot camps. I took some courses, and I got serious about it.
So it kind of led you to who you eventually became.
Yes.
When you mentioned your crossroad going from finance to healthcare, why was that a standout moment for you?
It's just because I had just got so used to just the industry. I don't know. It was just something like, let me do something new. Mm-hmm. Like I maybe that's me as a person. I need a challenge, right? So yeah, that's. I mean, if that's the crossroads or the shift. That's where that started.
And it was good because somebody kind of put you on that path.
Yes.
And kind of gave you something to pique your interest.
Similar to being a mentor, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. And we actually became good friends. So the woman who is no longer here, she passed away.
Okay. Sorry to hear that.
Thank you. When she had to, because she was also the person that had to let me go.
Oh, so your mentor who cultivated your skill in project management introduced you to that aspect of business. Mm-hmm. Now she had to give you the hard truth about downsizing. Mm-hmm. How did that change your dynamic?
It didn't. So I'm normally able to mentally bounce back from certain, I won't say certain things from things. I don't know if it's just how I was built. Like I've always been that way. I kind of felt like it was coming because the company was downsizing at the time. They have done a couple of layoffs, right?
So you saw the writing.
I saw the writing on the wall. And so I saw her leaving her manager's office and her eyes were red and she had tears in her eyes. And she said, "Can we go and talk?" I already knew what it was.
Oh. She felt bad.
She did. Like, she was crushed, even afterwards. We remained friends. Mm-hmm. She was crushed.
I think that's interesting because as many times as I've been laid off, nobody looked like they felt sorry. Nobody felt sorry for me. But it's an easier pill to swallow. One, when it's coming from someone that you respect and that respects you. Mm-hmm. And then knowing that this is not what she really, really wanted to do. Mm-hmm. It's. I feel like it's easier to move forward. Was that true for you?
It helped. Mm-hmm. I would say that it did help. Again, stuff happens. Like, I've been laid off before because that's just what's been what's going on in America today, right? Yeah. Being laid off. And I've been laid off before, and I was just like, oh, okay. Like, I remember I was at a regular doctor's appointment, and my manager's manager had called me, and my phone wasn't working correctly, so we were texting, and he's like, "Could you give me a call?" I was like, "Sure, whatever." So anyway, the doctor came in, we were talking, they left out, and I called back. I was like, "Hey, what's going on?" And he just started, with the script. We're down.
It's right.
I'm sorry that you were.
And you have access to Cobra.
Yes. But it was one of those where he also said, I want you to apply for something internally.
Mm.
Like don't work on whatever you're working on right now. Try to find an internal job. So, and I don't know if maybe that's also a part of the script too, but yeah.
So back to your mentor now turned who had to lay you off.
Yes.
Did she give you any like guidance on your way out the door that you felt like maybe have helped you on your next leg of your journey?
I think she helped me with the confidence that I was doing the right thing. Like, stay on your path.
Yeah.
You're doing excellent work, and I see more in your future.
And then more in your future was you getting your PMP?
Just the period. She said whatever. I think I even have something on my LinkedIn page with a superior that worked with me before. Like, whatever she touches, like, it'll be made gold.
Oh,
so
wow.
I was like, oh, right. So, we go through day to day with whatever we do stuff, right?
Right.
And to hear someone speak on your behalf and say, you're doing the right thing, like, your work matters. I mean, that just
she
touches
validated
you. Right?
You.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're in a new area of business now because you said you went from contracting to healthcare.
Yes. And
really started your project management career, but now you're in a completely new field.
Yes.
You just got a new role
yes.
At BP.
Yes.
I had to tweak the script right before. BP is oil and gas.
Yes. Energy. Yes.
In energy. So how are you preparing for that? Because that is another industry change.
A lot of reading.
Yeah.
And researching. Again, nothing fully prepares you for something, but there's some notes that you can walk in the door with. So, and again, skill set. So when we talk about shifting from the finance industry into healthcare, you have a lot of transferable skills, right? It's just different levels in complexity.
Let's talk about some of those transferable skills, because I feel like a lot of people are going through their own transitions right now, and I guess I want them to use your story as courage to start looking at different industries outside of what is familiar.
Yes.
So when you think of your transferable skills, what are some of the skills that have followed you or that you've been able to tap into as you transitioned from finance to healthcare, and now you're in oil, gas, and energy now?
Okay, so from the finance industry going into healthcare, I think my finance background, it helped me with forecasting, right? And I'd say forecasting, risk management. Again, you have all of that in the finance industry, but again, it's a different level when you're talking about healthcare.
Yeah. You
also need to learn like claim systems, and it's all different types of things with healthcare, from what you know, because I'm thinking, you have PPO and, you're not in the field, so you don't know. And they're like, oh no, it's a whole nother ballgame when you get there.
Yeah, and it's regulated.
And exactly. So that's another thing. It's a different type of regulation. So in having those transferable skills, now bringing me into the energy field, I have to do the same thing.
Yeah.
So again, it's risk management, your strategies, like your risk modeling. It's everything that you can bring from your previous jobs and just building upon that.
Yeah, and I'll add to that as I'm listening to your story. You have such a willingness to learn and do the research in a way that a lot of people don't. And there's no excuse, because there's so much free information, so much Chat GPT and Gemini and all of the things that you can ask questions to and from and garner information. I think what I like most about you and your story is that you're okay with continuing to be a student.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've always had that in me, though.
Okay.
So even with school, so I'm going to tell you, I love reading. I love learning. I do not like writing essays.
I don't know anybody who does, though, but okay.
I was like, wait, so I can communicate and tell you everything that I've learned. I could do a test. You want me to write a 15-page essay?
He's like, you know what? That's not my strength.
All right.
What are some challenges that you encountered as you made these different transitions? Anything that you had to navigate? professionally?
Professionally, I would say starting off in the finance industry, I was more so responsible for like my own work, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then even transitioning into the beginning of project management, I was managing my own scope. But when you level up and you become a program manager or a delivery lead, like you're responsible for multiple scopes.
Yes, you are, and other people, and other people doing their jobs,
and internationally as well.
Yeah.
So, like, I've managed resources from India, from Ireland, and across different time zones. So, not only that, you have to learn about the different cultures,
yes,
and how they complete their work, how they execute. And don't forget the different personalities.
Of course. Any stories come to mind?
Any stories
that stood out that made you say, like, yes, I showed up professionally, even in the midst of utter chaos and language barriers and cultural divide?
So actually, I don't have any, like, quote unquote challenging resources that I dealt with internationally. But I did with a peer that we were on the same program together, but we were managing different projects. I remember facilitating a call, and one of the resources was so upset. We had probably like 30 people on the call, and he hung up in the middle of the call. He got loud. And he didn't understand why certain work was being prioritized over his work, and he got upset and hung up. And
how'd that go over? I'm in shock because I've never had the luxury to be like, I don't want to do this.
I was just about to
click
say,
off the Zoom, off the Teams. Never have I ever, even when I wanted to, I may go off camera. But to completely separate myself from the conversation.
Exactly. And you have executives on a call.
Yeah.
And they look at you. And my thought is, what was your mind frame where you thought that was okay?
Yes. How'd that go over? How did you recover from that?
We moved on.
We was like, we're going to let him take a breath. You know what? Chad needs a breath right now. We'll come back to that. That is so funny.
That's one of those moments when you get out the phone, and I was like, oh, wow. And I had some people call me, and they said, can you believe he did? I said, I can't believe it. And I wonder how his manager's going to talk about it.
Was he still employed afterwards, though?
Oh, he was.
Of course. Okay.
Of course he was.
All right. Got it. I think just as I've showed up in corporate America for however long, and when I think about it, honestly, I've been in corporate since 2006, so 20 years. Mm-hmm. And I think you learn how to just be. And so
there's a certain level of professionalism that you have to have.
Yes. How did you maintain your confidence even when you know that there's a different way in which you have to show up relative to your peers? How do you still maintain your sense of self?
So I'm just going to say I get it from, I guess, how I was brought up.
Let's talk about how was that instilled?
That strength, that was instilled from my mom. My mom's a very strong and confident woman.
Yeah.
So, and she's also the person that taught me her. And my brother would always say, always learn something. You can always learn a different skill, or you can always pick up a book. My brother, they would call him the philosopher. Like, my brother reads everything. Like, my brother, they say, is the type of person would sit on the corner and talk with a homeless person, or like he'll meet you in a coffee shop and talk to the VP.
Is he older or younger?
He's older. Yeah.
Really?
He's actually no longer here either. He passed away about 2 years ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So he was a major pillar in my life.
Yeah.
But I watched him.
What did he instill in you that you still remember about him that sticks with you?
I would say the confidence to be me.
Yeah.
And to be consistent. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say that.
2 years is not that long. Are you still grieving?
Of course. He was my older brother. So I have other siblings, but that was my older brother. And we have the dynamic of, I'm the younger sister. I always want to be under my older brother.
Yeah, protection.
Yes. My brother, like, I remember I was away at college and I called him, I said, brother, I think I want to leave. I said, I need some time away.
Yeah.
And he said, really? I said, yes. He said, when? I said, now.
Come get me.
Come get me.
Yeah.
And he said, sister, I'm not about to spend $1,200 on a flight right now to come get you in a couple days. But he drove 17 hours to come pick me up.
Oh, wow.
Like, I could always count on him.
Yeah.
So,
How are you showing up differently now that he's no longer here?
I wouldn't say it's different. Again, I'm making sure that I'm maintaining what he instilled in me.
Have you taken over his role a little bit as being family protector and kind of the go-to person?
No. That's actually my older sister.
Oh, you got somebody else. Girl, you was like, no, still not me. I miss it, but hey, I don't have it. I don't have to. That's good though.
It is
that you don't have to carry the weight of that.
Exactly. So like I'm the strong person where somebody says, well, if I have something difficult to talk about, I'm gonna talk to Jennifer.
Okay.
Okay. And
you have the emotional maturity and empathy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And even when speaking with my friends, which I guess you surround yourself with people that are like you as well. Like
similar, yeah.
And so I'm one of those people where a friend will call and ask for advice, and I say, okay, I'm going to give you the I'll say good advice.
Yeah.
And then I'll give you the Jennifer advice.
Oh my God. I'm glad you differentiate between the two, because I ask my friends, how do you want me to listen? Mm-hmm. Do you want me to listen because you just need to vent? Do you want me to listen to respond? Like, how do you want to be heard? Because those are two different. If you just want to vent, I'll just let you go. But if you're expecting me to say something, now I have to listen with a different ear. Mm-hmm. And like you said, do you want the night? You want me to pet you,
right?
Or do you want me to tell you the truth? Like now we got to talk. Now there's levels to this, so it's amazing to see that in someone else.
No, you know what? But here's the thing: I had to learn that. So
okay,
meaning like with my friends, because I remember this was some years ago. One of my girlfriends, I remember she said that she was talking to somebody and she was venting to them, and they kept like giving what they would do in the scenario, and she was like, "But Jennifer, I didn't ask that person."
I did not ask. I have learned that people need to invite you to speak.
And I was like, "Oh, that's a thing."
It is a thing, but that's a grown up. That is a grown woman, grown person conversation, because the knee jerk reaction is to always give what you would do,
right,
or your experience. But if they don't ask, so you heard that, you was like, I'm gonna do something different. Yeah. How are you? What is your grieving process like? How are you like learning? You talk about new normal, because that's a new normal as well.
So grieving from the aspect of losing someone close to me, or grieving the person that I used to be before my diagnosis and recovery from breast cancer.
Grieving, we're talking about the brother.
The brother?
Yeah.
I might have to have you repeat that question again.
Yeah. What is grieving looking like? How are you kind of getting through it? Yes. Losing a sibling is a different type of loss.
It is.
I have a friend of mine that lost a sibling. I'm very close to my siblings as well. It's a different type of loss, especially if that person was your kind of like a covering. Mm-hmm. And I like to touch on areas of grief because grief is it's a human experience.
Yes.
We cannot escape it.
Mm-hmm.
And so 2 years, like I said, that's still really fresh. What are you doing as you heal, as you remember him? How are you getting used to him not being here, but still honoring his memory?
I'm a person that likes to capture the moment. So I have several pictures of like us growing up and just throughout life, right? So I actually keep physical photo albums. So like you can come to my house and I'll bring them out like, oh, let's look at the photo.
Yeah.
So just looking at pictures of him, reading some of the books that he's read before.
Yeah.
I actually have a audio recording of my brother talking to me that I listen to sometimes. That helps me. I've talked to a couple of therapists just to help me to get through that grief process because, like you said, that person was very close to me. And honestly, that is the only person that I felt that I could tell my all to. Like I can be myself. I would talk to my brother and I could cry on the phone with my brother. And I'm like, I can't cry with anybody else. I can't give that level of vulnerability.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I pray for your healing. Yeah. I do want to segue to back to you because you mentioned your cancer journey.
Yes.
And you have over a decade of experience. You made a lot of these transitions through corporate America. Mm-hmm. But then you had this life-changing moment with your health.
Yes.
Just give us kind of where the diagnosis happened and we talked about your career journey. You transitioned from finance to healthcare, and the healthcare to now energy. But where did the diagnosis? When did that happen? And then how were you diagnosed?
So I was in the middle of my healthcare journey. Actually, I had a lot of stuff going on. Well, a couple of things going on, right?
Yeah.
I'm a very, what's the word I want to use? Not secretive person.
Private.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm private. Yeah.
I'm private. So I had a couple of things going on. As you know, previously, before I used to, I had my consulting stuff that I was doing.
Yeah.
So I was teaching myself how to code because I was also, during that time, I was on one of the boards for Steppenwolf Theater. I was volunteering with Black Girls Code.
Okay.
I was doing a lot of their event stuff. And so I started teaching myself how to code and do like other technical things because I wanted to build my own program. So I was working with somebody to like put my own program together, to fall under the STEM sector.
Yeah.
And I was just, honestly, I was living life. I had all of that stuff going on.
Yeah, it sounds like you was just glowed up.
I was glowed up.
And you were living life. You were dabbling in a little bit of this and a little bit of that. You were living your life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And that diagnosis came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
So, a regular appointment, and I felt something weird. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Was it something weird, like felt off in your body?
Yes.
Or
like I felt like something, like it was sore. So I was like, oh, okay. Where'd that come from? But it was like sore for a while. And when I say a while, maybe like 2 months. And I was like, oh, that's sore. What is that doing there? So I went to the doctor and they said, oh, it's probably nothing, but we'll get an ultrasound or whatever and see what's going on. So I got an ultrasound. And the results came back abnormal. They said, let's do a biopsy. So I did a biopsy, and it came back positive. I know, right?
Yeah, so describe that moment, because before then, were you in perfect health?
I would think so. When I was younger, I played basketball and volleyball.
So so you're a former athlete.
Yes.
You were living your life.
Mm-hmm.
A sore that you kind of brushed off,
yes.
And now you're hit with cancer.
Right, because I was like, oh.
It seems like 2 extremes.
Exactly.
Who did you call first? Did you tell anybody at first?
the first person I called was my sister.
Okay.
This is why. Because we talk about those strong people, right?
Yeah.
Or those protective people.
Yes.
So I called my sister because I said, somebody has to tell my mom, and it's not going to be me.
This is funny because I've had similar conversations with my sister, but it was pregnancy. It was okay. So you went to your sister like, you got to do it,
right?
Why her? Why did she have to? Why couldn't you tell her yourself?
Because I didn't want to feel what my mom was feeling when I told her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't think you could just hold it together while she was
nope.
like, because she was like my baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I'm the baby.
Yes.
So.
And so the family's clearly rallied behind you.
Yes. Yep.
I do want to take a pause because you said it was sore and it hurt.
Yes.
And this is dispelling a myth because I was always told that cancer does not hurt. And that it could just be a lump and something that you don't think anything of. But the fact that you said it hurt is, and I apologize if it comes off ignorant, but that's what I was told. Like, cancer doesn't hurt. So if you have a lump and it doesn't, and it hurts, you don't have to worry. And I don't know where that came from. And it's probably like an old wives' tale because my mother, the women in my family have fibrous breast. And it was like, oh, don't worry about it. It doesn't hurt. So it's okay. And the fact that you said it hurt and it wasn't okay, I think it's freeing up some people just to be aware of their bodies in general. And to get everything checked out.
Always.
Yeah.
Because we're always the first in being a woman, right?
Yeah.
We're always the first. So we'll take care of it later. I mean, we will take care of it, but
later you brush it off.
We prioritize everything else.
Yeah.
Before ourselves. So let me say this. Everybody's body is different, right? And it could be that it didn't hurt before, but there was something there. Like there were knots there that I kept rubbing on or kept touching. Yeah. You never know. So it could have been other things that played into that. I just know it wasn't like it was just off. And it's not, I didn't go to the doctor because I felt that. I already had a doctor's appointment and I just told them and I was like, hey.
By the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yeah. So
you tell your family and they rally behind you. You have their support. What was the road to recovery? Did they immediately start chemo? Did you have surgery? What was kind of like the next step to kind of return you back to health?
So there was a lot. And I won't go into detail, but I have had chemotherapy. I have had a couple of surgeries. And I've had radiation as well.
Okay.
So I've gone through a couple of things. And again, just with what was instilled in me, I think everything was just, let's just get through it.
Yes. Let's move forward.
Let's move forward.
Yeah.
It was one of those, like, even with the diagnosis, like, I told a couple of people, and then I was like, okay, so what are we going to do about it? Because that's just...
Is that why you kind of limited who knew?
I think I limited who knew because I'm just a private person.
Okay.
And there's only so many people that I felt should be aware of what's going on at the time.
No, that's fair. Mm-hmm. How long did that process take of really aggressively addressing?
It took a year.
Okay.
It took a year.
Mm-hmm. And how did you heal emotionally?
It's still happening right now.
Still?
Yes.
Tell me what that process is like. Because how long ago was this?
I was diagnosed in 2018.
2018. Mm-hmm. And so this is 2026.
Yes.
So 8 years.
8 years, yes.
But still really fresh.
Yeah. So it'll be, yes. So what is this? 2026, this will be my 29. So this will be my 7th year in remission.
Okay.
Right. And
congratulations.
Thank
yeah, that's
Thank
worth
you.
celebrating.
Oh, I celebrate every
Yes,
year.
that is worth celebrating. I'm like, we ain't gonna just slide past that because that right there,
but it's faith, prayer, eating better, exercising, being more health conscious.
When you say eating better, did you become like vegan or vegetarian?
So yes, but I didn't stay there. And let me say this: before I had my diagnosis, I actually did a stint of veganism.
Okay.
So I want to say it was about 3 months.
Okay.
So going back to veganism wasn't like the end all be all for me. So I did a year of veganism afterwards. And then I transitioned to being a pescatarian.
Okay.
So I was a pescatarian, but I still didn't eat anything dairy. Because with a pescatarian, which is seafood, only seafood, they still drink from the cow.
Okay.
And I wasn't.
Dairy was not the way to go. Because dairy has a lot of inflammation too.
It does.
And you just kind of want to minimize that.
Mm-hmm.
When was your son born in this timeline? Was that after?
That was after. So my son was born. My son's name is Rakim.
Okay.
Yes.
Like the rapper.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. His father's favorite rapper.
Okay.
And we're hip hop heads. Well, I do hip hop and house music, so all over the board.
Yeah.
But he was born in 2021.
Okay, so this was after everything. Were you married while you were going through cancer?
Mm-hmm.
And so was your husband very supportive and kind of like a rock?
Yes.
Did your desire, because you didn't have children you had a stepson at the time.
Yes.
After cancer, is that when you decided that I want to be a mother? Did that make you want to pursue a family and be in the family way from that experience?
So closer to right before I was diagnosed.
Yeah.
I was thinking, you know what? I think I want to have children. And when I say I think, it's because prior years, being younger, the thought was, I'm not where I want to be, so I don't want to bring a child into this world, and I'm not where I want to be, right?
Yes, okay.
So that's where it was. But again, it was my mom and my brother that said, people aren't where they want to be all the time.
And that is not sound advice, okay? And I'm tired of you guys telling people like it ain't got to be perfect, but it has to be perfect for you. People say that all the time. People make babies every day. People unhealed people get married every day. So you just want me to be another one of those people, but they're not wrong. Yeah,
I get it. Right.
You understand where it comes from,
right? I understood what they were communicating, right? What are they saying? You got to read in between the lines.
You got to read. My homegirl used to say, "Chew the meat, spit out the bones," but same thing.
Yeah. So he was born in 2021. Previously, again, I didn't want to bring a child into this world. And then closer to that diagnosis, I was like, you know what? I think I'm ready to have kids.
Yeah.
So when I was diagnosed, my thought was, oh, this is being taken away from me.
Right. And that's why I asked, when did your son come in? Because usually when people go through chemo and cancer treatment is very aggressive on the body, especially a woman's body.
Mm-hmm.
I have a cousin that went through it. And she lost her ability to have children.
Mm-hmm.
And then the fact that your son came after you went through that, he's little baby Rakim miracle.
Yes.
Because
it's a high percentage that you're unable to have kids afterwards.
Yeah.
So, yes, baby Rakim miracle.
He is. Was he unexpected?
No.
He was thought out and planned?
Because again, I thought it was going to be taken away from me. So I'm like, oh, well,
Yeah. You made your peace.
Yes.
Could you talk about your new normal? Because before cancer, you said you were a board member, you were coding, teaching other girls how to code, and you were kind of in the mix in this person. But after something that traumatic, not only did you become a mother, but you changed a little bit. I remember your hair being really short.
Yes.
And that in itself, Black women, our hair is our glory, right? And even so, you look different.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us about the Jennifer after.
The Jennifer after. So let me tell you one of the challenges of going through all of that with that health scare or diagnosis. I had to become vulnerable.
That's strong.
Oh,
that's strong, Jennifer. I was raised to be. My son's name is Rakim. I'm strong. That in itself let me know that you come from a strong place, strong origin.
Oh, it was. Yeah. I was vulnerable.
Were you embarrassed of your own weakness?
I was. Because I actually needed somebody. I needed people. Like, I could no longer depend on myself. And, us, we're, I could do it. Even now, afterwards, although I am more vulnerable, I'm still like, I could do it. I'm not worried about it. But it was difficult being vulnerable. I even think about it now, and it kind of makes me emotional because I remember I had a girlfriend say, you don't show your emotions or your feelings. And I said, I don't. So I started doing more of that. Because they made me aware of it. And I kind of knew, but I didn't know that it was so visible externally.
Why was that? Did you not feel safe to share? Or do you not think they could handle it? Or did you not want to be a burden? Like, what was the source of that?
I don't like being a burden on people. And that was the whole thing, that was the whole thing with being vulnerable and having to ask people. So I had to ask people to bring me food.
Yeah.
I had to ask people, can you get my medicine? Can you please take me somewhere?
Yeah. But it seems like they were willing. Actually, they probably were waiting on you to let them know how to support you.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't get any negative feedback from asking. It was you.
It was me.
How did you overcome that? Or did you overcome it? Because it seems like it's maybe...
It's... I haven't fully overcome it, right? I have let go of a few things, meaning having to be in control of everything. Maybe it's something I'm still working through, but I also feel like you have to have a level of strength to deal with certain things on a day-to-day. So
yeah, you do. I feel like the world is not kind to people that show weakness, and so I think women in general, especially Black women, are very calculated on the places in which they share. And this is just me speaking from my experience. I feel like there's a lot of similarities here. I've only been completely vulnerable to date with 2 people, and I'm at this big age, and I won't share outside of that,
right?
Because I don't feel like I can trust people with my vulnerability. But having a cancer diagnosis and having anything with your health is probably the most vulnerable that you will ever be. As you think about your journey, I want you to kind of take some of that and encourage somebody else. What is it that you know now, looking back on it, that you wish you knew then that probably may have made that journey a little bit easier?
Your village is stronger than you think they are. And, something that, I said we tell Black men to do all the time, like, go get your health checked out. Go to the doctor.
Go to the doctor. Yes. Go to the doctor.
So, wait, hold on. Let me give you another quick story.
Yeah. No, it's your time, girl.
So, my mom was visiting me one day, right?
Okay.
So, she came to my house, and she opened the door. And so, by my door in my walkthrough, I have a little sit-down area where, you can put your shoes in. So I turned around, I walked forward, and I hit it. I hit my foot. And I was just like, oh, that hurts. And my mom was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. You know, I just hit everybody hits their foot every day. Like,
it's cool.
And so, like 20 minutes later, I was kind of like limping.
Oh, you were hurt.
Oh, I was hurt. And then she was like, Jennifer, are you okay? And I said, yeah, no, I just hit my foot. Stop overreacting, right? I said, let me put some ice on it. I'll put it up or whatever. But my mom said, take your sock off. So I was like, okay. I took my sock off. And it was blue. I had broken.
Girl, that story alone let me know exactly who I'm working with right now. That she tried to shake off a broke. Oh, my God.
And again, my mom, she was like, yeah, get your purse. We're going to the emergency room. Right?
Yes.
So we didn't go to the emergency. We went to urgent care, but still. They were like, oh, yeah, you broke it clean.
Clean?
Yeah. So I broke a couple toes. You know, they had to put a splinter on it. Then the next couple of days, I had to go get the big boot that you put on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, also, go to the doctor. Be honest about what you're feeling. I do want to circle back, though, because I asked you what your new normal was. And you painted a beautiful picture of Jennifer before cancer. I could see her. Matter of fact, I think I knew her.
Mm-hmm.
But you now, did you go immediately back to work? Did you join the boards again? Did you get that zeal? Did you get that magic back that you had before? It
was a slow return back for me, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest. Like, when you go through something like that, you never return back to that same person that you were.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm not on those same boards anymore because I had to take some time. I am a STEM speaker right now still. So whenever the organization calls me, I come in and I speak. But again, I have a toddler running around the house and he runs me.
Yeah, you didn't have that before.
I didn't have that before.
And he's 4.
He's 4, yes.
And boys are different. So he probably jump all over you, got you in the headlock.
Mommy is the jungle gym.
Yes. Do you think that kind of breathed new life into you, though?
It does.
In a different way.
Him being born brought me a whole nother level of happiness that I never had before.
Talk about that, because I'm unmothered. I don't have any children. I am not a mother. I am Auntie Chimere. I love the babies and I send them home.
And baby, that is okay.
But you said a whole new happiness.
Yes, a whole nother level of happiness that I never even knew this level of happiness existed. Like, I don't know where it came from.
And it sounds more like you think that's joy.
It could be.
Yeah. Because it's continuous.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Like, just seeing his face light up, even when he's mad or, you know, toddlers throw tantrums. They are people with little, they don't really know what to do with their emotions. With full emotions. Okay?
Yeah.
Full adult emotions, and they're small bodies. Okay?
Yeah.
So, but he still makes me smile. I still melt into putty.
Yeah.
For him. So, you know.
So you're Jennifer, still professional, because you were able to get back into work after that. What was that transition like? Did you go back to working for the same company?
I did. I didn't manage as much going back.
Okay.
I think.
Did they welcome you?
They did.
Okay.
They did. They actually sent me a care package to the house when I was going through my chemotherapy.
Okay.
So, yes, it was okay going back. Like, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
They didn't want to put a lot on my plate. So, you know.
The fact that you were able to go through that, heal, and have something to come back to is a blessing. Because I know people that had traumatic experiences, car accidents, near-death experiences, and were laid off during that time. So the fact that that you still had something to go back to, and you were able to maintain your health insurance, was a blessing. Yes. Did they visit you, or it was just the care package?
It was just a care package, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'm glad that they didn't put a lot more on you What were those first few days like? Because you're a different person.
Mm-hmm.
Did you show up for work the same in terms of was it business as usual?
For me, because again, I don't want to show weakness.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm back. Okay, this meeting is at what time? All right, I got my son.
Yeah.
Are you going to be there on time? Because I start on time.
Got it. Yeah.
So it was business as usual.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't manage as many projects as I did before. So
What is something that you want people to know about your cancer journey? Because this is the first time you've said it on a platform, and I went through a string of questions, but I do want to give you a moment to share your heart, to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Being that you're on the other side of it, you're 7, almost 8 years in. You have a new lens, a new perspective. What is something that you want people to know about that time and where you are now?
That it was challenging going through it, but there is life afterwards. It may not look the same as it did before, but it can still be happiness. There still can be joy. You might have to pursue it.
Yeah.
It doesn't come as easy because, again, you're still dealing with things. Like, it's one of those things where you're dealing also with the grief of who the person was before.
Right.
You're going through a lot of stuff emotionally and physically. And honestly, some of the physical things last throughout the remainder of your lifetime. So, like, there's still symptoms or effects of the medication that you took that you have to deal with.
The residuals.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm grateful for the family unit that you have and I'm glad you got a big sister, because I'm a big sister and I think we're invaluable people. But I think I appreciate them because
we have names for those too.
But they she covered you in strength.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me how you talked about a lot about your brother, but tell me about how that relationship, as you begin to open up, because she probably saw a different side of you.
Mm.
How has that relationship changed, and how were you able to tap into some of her strength? Because you said you got to tell mommy because you're strong,
mm-hmm.
but how did she kind of lean into you and kind of give you a little bit of what she had to uplift you?
Well, so let me say this. My brother was still living when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
When I contacted my sister is similar to me. Well, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
She is sometimes, don't take this out of control, a voice of reason. Like, even when I was going through some of my doctor's appointments, like, she came with me to some of my doctor's appointments. She talked to me about some difficult things that I didn't want to talk about, even with sitting with some of the doctors, as far as some of my treatment options.
Mm-hmm.
And, she really supported me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're nearing the end of the interview, and you've been through so many different transitions in career and personally, because that cancer is a major transition. When you think about your life holistically, I always give the audience an opportunity to speak, my guest, an opportunity to speak life into the audience or give some how-tos. And you're a project manager, you know strategy, you know method. So for anyone going through maybe a major career transition or a personal transition, what are some steps that they can take to still maintain their sense of self or even their confidence, and something they can do to keep just moving forward? Because like you said, there is life on the other side.
I will say gravitate towards your supporters because they're going to help you. When you're not your strongest in getting back to yourself, they're going to be the ones that help me out. Chimere, what's the word I'm looking? They'll rally around
you. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're going to rally around you. One of my closest girlfriends, my best friend, she was one of those, okay, so we're through it now. Let's do some of the things you used to do. Like,
okay.
We're going on a trip. Where are we going?
Yeah. Did you take that trip?
Oh, I did.
Where'd you go?
We just went to Mexico.
Okay.
But I mean, still, like,
she still was like, girl, get up.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So, just because you lost some of the person that you were before doesn't mean that you can't do some of the things that still brought you joy previously. So, same as you doing, going on vacations. I love to eat. I'm definitely a foodie. Let's go.
Yeah.
I like to have cocktails in moderation.
Right.
And I still like to do like activities. I haven't been skating. I've been wanting to go skating in a long time. I haven't been probably in about, I take that back. I went 2 years ago, but I want to get back into skating.
Right.
Oh, I love hot yoga. That helped me.
Do you?
Oh, I love hot yoga.
Did that help get your body back to
being more agile?
Okay. And it probably centered because you do a lot of meditation.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do a lot of writing too. Like I write down, I journal.
Did it help you detox? Because sometimes those chemicals from cancer with the hot yoga, you kind of like expel and you sweat. Did you, in addition to the agility, did it just kind of help kind of relieve some of that?
So it helps with stress or tension that you have, right?
Okay.
For me.
Okay.
I think what helped me with detoxing some of the chemicals, one, it just takes time.
Okay.
And again, you have to eat better.
Yeah.
So,
which is why you said you did a year of veganism,
mm-hmm.
pescatarian, eliminating dairy.
Mm-hmm. Like I don't eat chicken.
Okay.
I don't eat pork. I eat more beef. I've eaten more beef in the last year than I've probably eaten in the past 10 years.
Okay.
So, yeah.
It's just, I like how you said that you're getting back to what brings you joy.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like when things happen, you almost lose that, especially with something as dramatic as cancer, and you're trying to find yourself. And then when you go through motherhood, you lose a little bit of yourself because you're yes. pouring out. But I'm glad to see that you are still, that you're going to go skating right. and do all the things, that you're still going to eat, and that you're still traveling, because it's replacing the trauma with good things.
It's small things that bring you great joy and memories. Yeah. So, they talk about the love languages, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds like it's thrown around a lot now. Like I hear it so often now. And yeah. I want to say, I read that book. It had to been, I think I read that book, what was it, 2008 or 9?
Okay.
And I got it, but I didn't get it when I read it, right?
Yeah, probably almost too young.
So I wouldn't say, it wasn't because I was too young.
Okay.
I didn't know where to, or like how to categorize certain things, right?
No, that's fair. Yeah.
But what I noticed about myself is that I like quality time with people. So we could talk on the phone. That's good. That's cool. We could text. No, I want to spend time with you. Mm-hmm. Like my friend, you ask my friends. No, Jennifer says, let's go somewhere. Jennifer will come over to your house. Let's go get something to eat. Like I want to be, for me, that's a connection for me. So, so that's my love language. I had to learn, or I learned that, I've been this way all the time, but I had to categorize it like, so that's one of my love languages or that's the top one. It's quality time.
Yeah, you're becoming more of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate you coming to share your story. I think you dropped a lot of gems about leaning into your community. And I really enjoyed our conversation about vulnerability, because I get it. I understand. I'm not a vulnerable person. I understand what it means to always want to be strong.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad you found safe people in safe places, that when you weren't as strong, you had somewhere to go. And I also appreciate you admitting that sometimes we are always improving. You know, we are works in progress.
Yes, definitely.
And to even be bold enough to say, you know what? I'm still working on that. You know what? I probably would have kept walking on that broken toe. Had my mama not said something, it'd have been Jennifer and her broken toe, yes. Limping around. But I think a lot of us can relate to that. Just not wanting to be seen as weak, in that this situation is getting the best of me. But let Jennifer's story encourage you just to shed some of that and find people that can support you. Yes. I know you do STEM speaking engagements. How can people kind of plug into what you're doing? Do you advertise your speaking engagements in any way? Or like if someone says, hey, I want a project manager to speak at this tech conference or et cetera, how do they connect with you?
So they can contact me on LinkedIn.
Okay.
So again, my name is Jennifer Alexander. I don't have a website or anything, but they can just connect with me through there.
Through LinkedIn. Yes. Okay. Because like I said, made an expert in project management, really great at what she does. And even if you're looking for a mentor or have some questions about that field, I'm certain that Jennifer would love to connect with you. Crossroads and Callings. We are back at the Beyond the Bookstore. I love this place. We are recording in a different day, and this is our backup studio. But love Miss Tania. Please, if you're in the Homewood Flapsmore area, feel free to pay Beyond the Bookstore a visit. They have a wealth of books to choose from. And also, Crossroads and Callings is all on YouTube and all podcasting platforms. So let us know what you think about the episode. If you've had any health scares, if you've gone through cancer yourself, show Jennifer some love. I know it took a lot for you to share that story. This is her first time sharing that story. So let her know what her sharing and even this vulnerable moment, like what that means to you. She would love to be encouraged in that way. And until next time, please use your crossroads to lead you to your purpose and your calling.